Alright, this is the slide you were asking about, and where we have our closed dot, our open dot, and it also includes the arrow, which you didn't ask about. But I thought I'd show you a couple of other slides in there where this information is used, so it'll hopefully make more sense. So on this slide we have a couple of graphs of functions, and we've got the domain and range, and I thought this might be a good place to see what they were talking about with the open and the closed dot. So with the open dot, see our graph approaches there, but it doesn't quite touch at that point. That's why we have an open dot. It goes all the way up to it, but it doesn't actually include it. So when we're writing that down, say for our domain, we use our x values for our domain. How wide is this? We have a parentheses. So parentheses go with open dots. We try with -1. We can't use -1, or we can use the numbers really close to it. But not that exact number. For some reason, it doesn't work in this, or we're not going to use it for this. So we have a parentheses that goes with that. And then on the other end, at 4, at x is 4, we actually have a closed dot. So the graph goes all the way to there and stops exactly on that spot. So we use a bracket in our domain for that. That's the x value that goes with that. And for the range tells us how tall this is, or what y values that our function hits. And the lowest y value that we have here is 1, and we have a bracket with it, and it's a closed dot, so it actually hits at 1. But the tallest place it goes, it tries to hit at 3, but since there's an open dot, it doesn't actually touch at 3, so we use a parentheses at the end that has the 3 on it. So hopefully that will help make sense of those open dots and closed dots. The graph tries to get to that, but it doesn't exactly hit on that spot, so it doesn't extend beyond it, and it doesn't actually include that number. And on this end, with a closed dot, it doesn't extend beyond it, but it does actually include that point. And on the one over here, the one in green, we have a dot, a closed dot, and then we have an arrow. So this one starts here and it goes in that direction. It keeps on going. The arrow means it keeps on going. So if we were to look at our domain and range for that, the closed dot means it actually does start right here, which is at 3 on our x-axis. So we have a bracket for our 3. And then since it goes on and on forever in that direction, we're going to say it goes to infinity. And infinity always has a parentheses because there's no exact start or stop to infinity. It's just a direction. So positive infinity is that direction. On our x-axis, it's that direction on our y. And negative infinity is that way, or that way on the y-axis. So the range for this one, what y values go with this, the lowest point on it is at y equals 0, and since it's a closed dot, we have our bracket at 0. And since this keeps going and it keeps getting taller and taller, it's going to keep going upward towards infinity. So we're going to say it goes to infinity, and that again is always a parentheses. Hopefully that helps make sense a little bit of the open dot, closed dot, arrows. If not, just let me know and I'll see if I can help you again, especially if you can send me a specific problem where it's giving you some grief because these things still don't make sense. That would help me so I can maybe give you a better explanation.